Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the halters and blankets we use here at Highbrow Ranch. First up are these leather halters from Quillin Leather and Tack. We like that they have a throat latch, which makes it easy to take on and off, so you can adjust the halter to your horse's head and leave it there. And what's nice is when you do go to change the size, it can be easily adjusted from both sides. And because the sizing is so customizable, these halters fit the horse's head great. They also give you the option before purchase to get a nameplate on, and we love these halters so much we made sure that every horse we own had their own. Okay, moving on to blankets. Before browsing through all the many types of blankets Schneider's offers, it's important to make sure you've got an accurate measurement for your horse. To measure your horse, you're going to want to start the tape measure at the center of their chest, then along the length of their body, and stopping when the tape measure reaches the hair of their tail. Be sure that you're creating a diagonal line and not pulling it too tight. This makes sure you're accounting for the width of your horse's barrel as well. This horse measured a size 72, and we'll be putting on a size 74 blanket so you can see what one size bigger would look like on your horse. This is a turnout blanket that doesn't have any front clasps, and so you do have to put it over their head to get it on. So I would make note of that when going to look at the blankets to make sure you have one that your horse will easily put on. And this blanket does have a belly band, which is nice because it adds that little bit more protection from the winter elements. So this is where the belly band attaches and closes to the other side of the blanket, and it's just nice to have that extra comfort that their belly will be protected from any winter elements when they go to lay down. Here you can see how the blanket is laying flush at the base of her neck, and the blanket does offer this adjustability so you can raise it higher or lower depending on how your horse is built. What we wanted to show you with this being a size 74 and her measuring a 72 is you will run across a problem sometimes, depending upon your horse, that there's excess material that kind of sags at the back end. And so that's something to just take note of, how it kind of pulls on the chest as well. Overall, for being one size bigger, this blanket does fit this horse well. Just as a side note, you'll see that we label our blankets with these ear tags. We found this convenient for the multiple horses we have, and if we ever have someone come feed for us, they'll know what type of blanket it is, who it belongs to, and their size. Here's an example of a blanket that is only 2 sizes too big from a horse's original measurement, and you'll see how much blanket is at the back end, and it is pulling consequently at the front of her chest. And when you go to close the Velcro, there's barely enough to close it, and when she does put down her head to graze, she'll actually pop open the Velcro, and then the neck piece won't be able to do its job anymore. This is a Schneider size 78 waterproof winter turnout blanket, and we're going to show you what a size 78 blanket looks like on a horse that measured a 76. What's nice about this blanket is it has front clasps. So this will be good for a horse that maybe isn't used to you putting blankets on over their head. So you can just undo those front clasps and then put it on over their back like you would a saddle. Overall, you can see how well this size 78 blanket fits a horse that measured a 76. If you look closely, you can see that the blanket seems to sag and hang a little bit low on the back end, but this hasn't been enough excess to create problems with pulling at the front of the blanket or with keeping the Velcro closed at the base of the neck piece when they reach down to graze. Overall, if you want to err on the side of caution, one size bigger will work. The straps in the front, across the belly, and in between their legs are all fully adjustable, which helps get a good fit for each individually sized horse. Thank you for watching our review video on our halters and blankets we use. Please remember to like and subscribe, and be sure to share with anyone you know who might be looking into getting some of these products.